in Queensland. Now, I do apologize. I haven't put an event up, so you don't know that I'm going live at this time. I didn't know whether I was going to be able to go live, and so that's why I have just worked really hard to see if I was able to jump on and go live this afternoon, because I thought it wasn't going to be possible. But I am here and I'm super excited to be playing around once again with the frames and flowers. So I'm going to do a little bit more on my scrapbook layout. So when you get the notification that I've gone live, please pop on, say hello, let me know that you all know that I'm on here live, because I did say I was going live at 4 o'clock. And of course, it's one of those cases of needing to be in a place at two different times. So anyway, I'm live. Good afternoon, Darby. Lovely to see that you are on. So I'm first of all going to finish off my first page that I did in my layout and hopefully create the second page in our layout of the scrapbooking using the frames and flowers. I want to try and create the second page. And I've got a couple of photos ready to go. So the exciting news is I just this morning went out and purchased a printer to be able to print photos for scrapbooking. So one of the things that I think is the main key factor when it comes to scrapbooking is making sure that you've got the photos to actually be able to scrapbook with. So I actually had some photos that I printed up, and I had a lot of photos, but the problem was I printed them all up at the same size, which then, of course, when it comes to layouts, trying to fit them into the layout is the hard part. So I decided that what I was going to do is do some scrapbooking for myself, but also bring scrapbooking to you all out here on the wonderful world of the internet. And I'm going to kill two birds with one stone. I'm actually going to do some of my scrapbooking. So you're going to see some of my photos from my incentive trips with my daughter and things, and maybe family photos. So I thought it would be a really great journey to start to embark on. So so welcome. I can see a few of you jumping on. Theo's about the house. Like I don't know where he is at the moment, and I mean, like, I've got stuff everywhere because I've been trying to set up this printer. So I did a bit of research on printers for printing your own photos, because there's nothing worse than having to go to somewhere like Harvey Norman's or Kmart or Big W or somewhere like that to go and print out your photos, because gone are the days that we can go to the chemist and get some printed out. You know, I mean, the joy and the ease of being able to get our photos printed is a lot harder to do these days. And I actually was very disappointed with my Canon printer that I already had, even though it has a photo ink, it's called Photo Purple, I think it is, in it. It still wasn't giving me really, really nice printed photos. So I did a bit of research. I've been researching since before Christmas. I've been wanting to get a printer to be able to print out my photos, and I finally went out and purchased one today. So now I ended up buying an Epson printer, and I looked at all of the reviews, and I looked at all of the Google reports to say what is the best photo printer out there on the market at the moment that's within a normal, when I say within a normal price range, it was Exy. I need to tell you, it was worth a bit of money. But my thought process behind it was, when I do scrapbook classes here, workshops here in my craft studio in person, people are going to be able to come and print their photos from their phone or from their device with this printer. So I thought it was another added service that would be absolutely fantastic for being able to do something like that. So as you're jumping in and as people are getting the notification that I've gone live, and I do apologize, it's just a weird time for me to go live, but I've got I wanted to jump on and do this because I'm super excited about now adding photos to the layout, because it's one thing to do the layout, it's one thing to see the lovely two-page layout, but it's another thing to see photos actually in it and how nice it looks with the photos. So first of all, I'm going to finish off the first page layout that we actually did. And then hopefully I'm going to have time to create the second page. You have an Epson, yeah. When I actually did all of the research, the Epson seemed to be the one that everyone was buying. So, and believe it or not, I had to drive like an hour to go and get it because everywhere around Brisbane area there was two places. Harvey Norman's in two places had stock of it, and no one else had it. So I physically was like, I was on a mission this morning. I was like, if I want this printer, I need to actually jump in the car and go and grab the printer today. So that was my plan, and I really was like wanted to wait until I got paid my commission check from work this month. But anyway, of course, that was not on the cards when I was like, I don't want to miss out on it. So welcome. I can see quite a few of you are jumping on, so please feel free to share this video with others. If you're watching the replay, please, if you have any comments, if you want to ask me any questions, don't hesitate to pop it into the comments. Let me know if you're watching the replay. Let me know where you're watching from. Say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button down below the video, and make sure you turn on that bell notification so you get notified every time I go live. So my name is Donna Gray. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Scenic Rim. I sell all things to do with papercraft. Stamps, inks, cardstock, you name it. I hold online classes, I hold in-person classes, and I come to you live 5 days a week. So Monday through to Friday, every week, I come on and have a crafty session with you. And you know what? It's the best part of my job. Like, I physically love jumping on and crafting with you. You're going to watch the replay. Oh, it's bedtime for you, Donna. No, never mind. I mean, what time is it there for you? It's probably some crazy hour overseas. So I'm actually going to start scrapbooking my incentive trips and my journeys through life in the last few years. So you're going to get to see some really nice, awesome photos. Last year, I was thinking, what year was it? Last year, when I did my 12-day Europe tour with my youngest daughter, it was simply a holiday that I will never ever forget. I will cherish forever. I mean, being able to have this awesome time traveling with my youngest daughter. I wish my eldest daughter could come as well. But of course, money wise, she never seems to have the money. And, I mean, it's not cheap to travel. So it's one of those things. All right. So I'm going to pop the camera down. Enough chatting. I'm going to pop the camera down and let's get into this scrapbook layout, because I know you're all going to absolutely love it. So I've got some photos. I haven't stuck them in yet. So if you remember, this was the scrapbook layout that I actually did using the Frames and Flowers specialty paper. So the Frames and Flowers specialty paper is absolutely stunning. This is what I'm using for my scrapbooking class for the month. So if you're interested in getting into my scrapbooking class, and for some reason I don't have it, hang on and I will grab the link. So for the month of June, I'm actually using the Frames and Flowers, and I'm actually holding a workshop. So I want to, let me just copy all of that and I'll pop it into the comments. So if you're interested in perhaps joining my class, I'm going to just pop it in the comments here for a start. It is to get the class sent to you anywhere in Australia. It is $95 to actually come to the class in person, and I will star that so it stays up the top. To come to the class in person, it's $80. Now, the reason why it's $95 to get it posted out, it cost me $15 to post out the products. So what you're actually going to get for the class, you're going to get a whole pack of the Frames and Flowers specialty paper pack, and it comes with all of these embellishments, which is really, it's super awesome. It comes with 3 double-sided sheets of designer series paper, but it comes with mountains of these beautiful embellishments, so it makes your scrapbooking so much easier. You will also get a roll of the white and silver sheer ribbon as well, and you will get a pack of 12 by 12 white cardstock and 12 by 12 Subtles cardstock as well. So I wanted to create these layouts and show you exactly how easy scrapbooking has to be. You physically don't need to do layouts that are really, really technical and really hard to do. Simple layouts are really easy. My thought of scrapbooking is I want to be able to do scrapbooking and be able to do a 2-page layout in, say, 2 hours. So I don't want to spend hours. I know some people with their scrapbooking, that's actually what they do. I don't want to do that. I actually want to physically be able to spend a couple of hours and have a double-page layout done. So that's what this scrapbooking class is all about. It is a great way to get yourself scrapbooking and learn some basic layouts. So I've gone ahead today and I've actually printed up some of my photos. So one of the photos here is of my daughter and I. I decided that I would do an album on our journey through Europe. So I'm going to wait until I glue this one on here. So this one, I've actually glued down the mat. So normally what would happen is if you had your photos already printed and ready to go. So I did actually have these that I didn't glue the flowers right down because I wanted to be able to tuck my photos in later on. And that's one of the beauties of this. So this is us at the airport, just about ready to leave for the incentive trip last year. Now, the incentive trip was we did a 7-day cruise through the Norwegian fjords. We flew out of Brisbane, and this is us at the airport getting ready to fly out of Brisbane. So now with this one, I'm actually just going to glue down that outside because I don't actually want to put glue on my photo, but I want to be able to pop that in there over to that side there. So I've just put glue just on that outside, but you can see that will actually flick up. So we are able to slot a photo in. If some reason I wanted to change out that photo, I'm able to lift it up and do that. So this one here, I'm just going to glue in, and that's actually going to finish off that 1-page layout. Okay. And our first stop was, of course, London, and we stayed at the Bell Tower Hotel. So the Bell Tower, right near the Bell Tower Bridge. So it was that was the first thing that we actually seen when we came to our hotel. It was the first thing that we actually seen. So I thought what I would do is really just scrapbook our journey through that 12-day Europe tour, which was fantastic. So we actually went on the Norwegian fjords cruise, but we did the 12-day Europe tour, and it was called a 12-day European whirl tour, like whirl, as in like a whirlwind, that sort of whirl. But it was a fantastic trip. So that's us leaving the airport. That's us with our lovely masks on, jumping on the aeroplane, and we still wear masks to this day. Everyone says, why have you got masks on? But we take care of ourselves and we don't want to catch anything from other people. So we protect ourselves whenever we go on a flight. So there is that gorgeous scrapbook layout. And I did have some ribbon across the top. And of course, it's come off. I don't know what I did with that bit of ribbon, but it's come off. But I will grab some more ribbon and pop some ribbon onto the top. So there is page layout number 1. So let's grab another piece of 12 by 12 and we will do our page layout for number 2. So I actually did it from this sketch. So when you're wanting to do layouts, a sketch is a really great way. So you can see here, this is this half. So we've got 2 4x6 photos and we've got a 3x3 photo. Okay. So now I'm actually going to do this one here. So my photos that I've got, this is another part of London. I've got a photo there, and I've got, of course, a photo of a red bus, a red double-decker bus. And this is actually the hotel. This is the Bell Tower Hotel that we actually stayed at in London. So I decided that I'm going to do the second page layout using these photos. So I've already got my 4x6 photo and my 2 3x3 photos. Okay. So the next thing what I want to do is I'm going to use a piece of basic white. So let's move this one out of the way. Let's leave our photos there so we know what we're doing. Actually, I need to keep this one in here because I want to line up our pieces of cardstock. All right, so the next thing what we're going to do is we're going to do a piece in here. So this piece here that we had, and I did realize I'm going to change up this next piece a little. No, I'm not. I'm gonna stick with what I did. I want to, let's just measure what I did there. Okay, so that piece was 7 inches. Okay, so I'm going to grab some of the soft sea foam, and I'm going to grab some out of my drawer here because I've got some scrap here rather than using my 12 by 12. So 7 inches, where are we? 8.5 by 7. Right page is 4.5 by 7. So let's do this at 4.5 inches by 7 inches. And that's actually going to be our mat for that other side. So that's actually going to go right there like that. So we're going to continue these 2 pages on. So when you're doing a double page layout, it's really good to actually sit your pages side by side so you can see where you're at. Now, we did have some designer series paper. Have we got enough of that left? I may not. Let me see what I have. Okay, so I did that side and I did that side. So yes, I do have some of that left. So I will be able to use that. So we're going to do that and the other strip that was coming through as well. Now you could save on this. You could save and not actually have this strip as long because this strip's got to go in under here anyway. So you could probably save on the length of that strip. So let's see what width we did that at. That is the same width. Yep. Okay, I think I did them 2 inches. Yep, I did 2 inches. So let's do another strip that's 2 inches. Where did I get the sketch from? I just did it. I just Googled on Google Images. The lady's name is, and I've actually designed a sketch. I'm going to start designing my own, but the lady's name is Alison Davis. She's done some gorgeous sketches. So she's actually on, I just looked up Google Images and she actually has like a website where she has some free double page sketch layouts. So when you're first starting out, it's actually just quite nice to be able to do that with some of those layouts. Now, the next question is, I do have some of that left. Okay, so I think that was a 1/2 inch strip that I did along that bit. So I'm going to do another 1/2 inch strip. There. Okay. Now, that was 4.5 and 4.5. So let's do, it was 4.5, wasn't it, that I just did? Yep, 4.5. Okay, so let's do 4.5 and 4.5 with our 1/2 inch strip. One there and one there. And keep all of your scraps because you never know when you're going to use your scraps as well. All right, so we've got that right there like this. And I always find it best to line things up like this. Then we're going to put this one on here and this one on here. And I did cut down these. I did do the mats at 4 by 6. But I did cut my photos down to 3 3/4 by 5 3/4 as well. So you can see here, we don't need to waste all of this designer series paper under here. We can actually cut that it can just slide in under there. So let's just make it about to there. I will measure that so we can see what length we need it. Okay, 8 inches. Okay, so just 8 inches. And I'll pop that bit aside so I'll have some scraps left over. So 8 inches just to go in. It'll slide in under there, but enough just to go there like that. Okay. So, of course, we need to have our Lost Lagoon cardstock. I'm going to have to use that sheet that's there. Okay. So Lost Lagoon, I'm going to take a 1/4 inch. No, that one's a whole inch, I think. Let me see, 1 whole inch. Yep, 1 inch. And this one down here, was, let me see, 5 inches. Okay, so 1 inch. So we're going to do 1 inch and 5 inches. I've lost a bit of designer series paper down here. 1 inch and 5 inches. So that'll take us to 6 inches. Okay, so we're going to do 1 inch. And 5 inches, and that will leave us with a 6 by 12 inch piece, and that will be enough for us to get our photo mats out of. Okay, I'm getting myself all hot and bothered here. I'll take my jumper off. Okay. It was freezing here this morning. So who out there had some really chilly weather today? Because I can tell you we had a very chilly morning. Our morning was 4 degrees this morning. Freezing cold. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm not even going to get out of bed just yet. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the air conditioner, get back into bed, keep nice and warm. And once the air conditioner warms up, then I will get out of bed. Okay, so you can see our layout is coming together. So we've got that. I know that was like there. We've got that and we've got that. Okay, and we've got these pieces here. All right, so you can see it's coming together. So now all I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut my photo mats and I will be just about ready to do this page layout. So as you can see, when you've got a layout that's already designed for you, so coming from a sketch, it's fairly quick and it's fairly easy, but this is going to flow through the double page. So when you're actually doing your layouts, you want them to continue on and flow through like it looks like it's one big double page, okay? Okay, so I'm not sure, maybe Kathy go out and come back in again. Anyone else having problems? Oh no, Kathy's saying it's freezing here still. I thought you meant the stream, like the video was freezing, but you're meaning it's freezing cold where you are. All right, so I've got that all sorted. So the next thing what I need to do is I need a 4 by 6. Is it 4 by 6? Yeah, 4 by 6. Okay, so I'm going to do a 4 inch by 6 inch mat. That one's going to go right there like that. Did I cut them down? Maybe I did. No, I don't think I did. Anyway, there we go. 4 by 6 inch there. All right. And then I need 2 3 by 3s. All right. So we've got it 6. Is that right? Yeah. So we can do 3 by 3 this way. We can get 2 of them out of it. That. So 3 by 3. All right. And I've got my photos already cut down and ready to go. All right. So we have 3 by 3 and 3 by 3. Okay. Our layout is coming together. Really, really pretty. It's so cold. It's really fresh and crisp here today. I think the air conditioning will be going on this afternoon. Yeah, well, I had my heating on this morning, I can tell you. All right, so now what I actually like to do is I like to line my 2 pages up together so that when I go to line these up, they're going to flow through, okay? So, and as you can see, where did I put my photos? They're under here. So my photos are going to go there, there, and there, okay? So we've got a gorgeous layout. Doesn't it look better with photos? I usually know about the temperature in Beaudesert as Ray Hadley includes it in his weather reports from around his listening area. Yeah, okay, Marilyn. But honestly, we were 4 degrees this morning. Let me see what the temperature has been today. Let me see. It's 19 degrees right at this very moment. So apparently it got up to 20 degrees. Not quite sure when it got to 20 degrees, but apparently it got to 20 degrees. But look, tomorrow morning we're down to 5 again. So yeah, a little bit chilly. All right. Okay, so let's get this. Now, the next thing what I want to do is I want to put my my markings on. Oh, what did I do with my ruler? Ooh, that could be the next problem. Where, oh, where might my ruler be? That could be awfully hard to find in my mess here today. Do I have a ruler in the drawer? Oh, I don't know what I did with the ruler. I may have to put those markings on later because I can't remember where my ruler went. Hang on, have a look out here. No, can't even find it out there. So that's great, isn't it? No ruler to do my lines. Anyway, let me see. I'll just check in some of these drawers. I don't think. Maybe did I put it under my desk? No. Did I put it in my drawer? No. Do I have one in the drawer? No. Anyway, we don't have a ruler to do the lines, so we're just going to have to miss out on that lined bit. You know, I'll find my ruler. Oh, there it is. Found. Everyone, stop looking. Found it. Okay, so I'm going to do my marks on these to start off with. So let's just push that up there. So once again, I'm just going to line my ruler up on my piece of cardstock, just a little bit down from the top. As I said, I eyeball everything. I never really measure things and I just eyeball things. If it looks like it goes together well, then we're happy. All right, so just with my Lost Lagoon marker, just adding some dash lines. You could do this. We also have like a chalk marker too, so you could do it with a chalk marker as well. Where do you print my 3x3 photos? Okay, so Vicky, I just was saying at the beginning of my video, I just bought an Epson printer and I'm printing my photos myself. The Epson printer, they did suggest to get the, and I'm a bit close for that one and it may not line up, but anyway, they did suggest to use the Epson photo paper. Now, of course, when I went to Harvey Norman's to buy the printer today, they didn't have any Epson photo paper on hand. So I actually had some Kodak paper that I had bought previously because I used to print photos a long time ago. So we've got that one for the top. Now the bottom, we are going to do it. Okay, so I really only need to do it along this edge here for about 8 inches because we're only going to see it along there for about 8 inches. So let me turn my ruler around so I can see where 8 inches is, about there. Okay, so let's do that because it's going to be hidden by that layer. So we're just doing that dashed line again with our Lost Lagoon Stampin' Up marker. Use a straight edge of a piece of uncut cardstock. Yeah, if my ruler goes walkabout. Well, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about using, you know, the backing cardstock, the backing cardboard off the designer series paper. I was thinking about doing that because I've got many of those in the drawers behind me. I always keep the backings off my specialty paper and my designer series paper. I always keep those, especially for scrapbooking. I think if you didn't want to purchase the white 12 by 12 cardstock, you could always use the backing paper. Epson is a good printer. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Kathy. I did a fair bit of research to find out which was the most popular printer. All right, so now we're ready to glue these together. How exciting. All right, so let's line up our sheets of cardstock here. And this is the best way to do it, is to actually physically just line them up and eyeball it so that it's going to flow all the way through. So making sure that you've got it nice and level. So first of all, I'm going to do this big one and stick it down. Now, I was talking to a team member of mine, and she's a scrapbooker from way back. And I mean, you all know I'm I'm scrapbooking, but it is new, so we're all learning together. I mean, I can design things but I mean, as far as being a true scrapbooker from years ago, that is not me. I'm a card maker through and through, and I'll be the first one to admit it. Okay, so I'm just going to line that up with my white cardstock. I've got the wiggle room. I'm just eyeballing it, making sure I've got it nice and level. And there we have that layer glued down. All right. So she said not to put the glue out to the edges. That way, then you can actually tuck things in underneath if you wanted to. Yes, the glass mat does come in handy. And just look for updates tomorrow. I'm not going to say anything today because I nearly got in trouble for letting out a secret today. But talking about the glass mat, check out my business page tomorrow because I'll have some news for you tomorrow. All right, now I think what I will do is line up this one here. So let me grab all of my photos on the photo mats and we'll pop them there. We'll line this one up here, level with that. Okay, add a bit of glue. All right, so we're just gonna, now liquid glue is my glue of choice. If you are a tear and tape, double-sided tape person, which most scrapbookers are, by all means go for it. I like the liquid glue because I like to be able to move it around. Personal choice, everyone to their own, but that's just me. All right, so let's line these two pages up so I've got them nice and level. Okay, and this one is going to go right here like that. So about 1/2 inch down from the top, and we have that across there. All right. Yes, I put something on my page this morning that I wasn't supposed to tell anybody yet. So tomorrow, look for tomorrow's update. All right, so now I'm going to once again line up these designer series paper pieces and I'm going to pop that in. So that one, I'm going to add some glue on the back. Yeah, I had the day wrong. I thought we were all going to know, but apparently we're all going to know tomorrow. All right, I'm going to line that one up there. So nice and straight, eyeballed it. Yeah, I'm not supposed to tell that news just yet, Lynn. Apparently, so I was informed. So I do apologize. I thought it was common knowledge for everybody, but apparently it wasn't. Okay. All right. So I will update you all tomorrow. And that one, I've just buttered that one up against there. And that's going to go in underneath this piece. So we've got that there. All right. I'm loving this scrapbooking. Like, honestly, it's very enjoyable. All right, so the next piece that I'm going to put down is going to be my soft seafoam. That's all right. I don't want you getting in trouble either. We're not supposed to say it just yet. I don't know. Why do they tell us these things? Anyway, I forgot where I heard it. That was my issue. I forgot where I heard it. So, anyway. And I forgot what day it was. That was the other problem that I had. I forgot what day it was. I thought by the time I posted that everyone would have had the updates, but the updates come tomorrow. All right. Okay, so we've got that. Then, of course, I'm going to do my little patterned pieces. Yeah, so if you wanted to be able to tuck things in underneath, don't put your glue right out to the edges. Just put glue in the middle and don't put it right out to your edges. Totally up to you how you want to do it. So we've got that one and we've got that one. There, like that. So my friend Lucy is a scrapbooker. So she's so keen to see how these scrapbook layouts turn out. She's like, "Oh my God, bring your layouts with you. Next time I see you, bring your layouts with you so I can see how it turned out." So she will be very impressed when I have my layouts all done. All right, so now I'm actually going to add my photos onto my mats. So I always like to just have about 1/4 of an inch. Sheila, you didn't hear a thing? No. I'm just going to have, I always like 1/4 of an inch as a backing. Now, some people like to put black in behind their photos to really bring out the photos. Tear and tape projects run the risk of coming apart in high heat conditions. Yep. You have had Perth Royal Show entries fall apart after a week in lit glass cabinets. Embarrassing when you have won first. Well, exactly, Nicole. And I mean, you're such a talented crafter. I can imagine that you would have won first place. So yeah, I just go for the liquid glue. I like the liquid glue. Do any of you all watch the Summit on 9? I don't know what the Summit on 9. I don't watch TV, Lynn. Well, when I say don't watch TV, I watch things like Netflix and Stan and things. I don't actually watch the normal TV. So yeah. What are you going to tell us? Tell us something, Lynn. What are you going to tell us? All right, so I've got those mounted on my mat. So this is the Bell Tower Hotel, which is right beside the Bell Tower Bridge. And this is just a street in London. What is the summit about, Lynn? Type it into the comments. She's probably madly typing. All right. So I have that and that. Now, I would have liked this photo. I honestly would have liked this photo to be less white. Now, I didn't take anything off the sides because I couldn't, it wasn't big enough, like, for the mat. So I decided that I wouldn't take anything off the sides so that I could still have like a bit of a white border. Now, totally up to you. If you wanted to cut it down and have no border, then fair enough, but you would have to rearrange your mat size for it. I just thought would be okay just to go with that. I still think it looks okay. But yeah, it was a photo that I tried to print on the printer and for some reason I couldn't get it the right size. All right, so we have that, and we have that. Now, in our 2-page layout, it says long title, and title. So what I thought was I would write Europe as my long title, and I would write maybe the year, okay, as my title down here. So I'm not going to do that today. I will actually finish it off and show you the finished project, but I'm going to put in Europe here and then the year. So I do want to actually do a little bit of stamping. So I'm going to do a bit of stamping, but I want to wait until I'm actually going to put my title in there. I want to do a little bit of stamping. So how we've done the leaves here, I actually want to do a little bit of stamping like that there as well. And I don't really want to put my flowers in until I've done my title. So I'll just check and see what flowers I still have left here. So I have some leaves. I don't think, This here could be something that I could do. I could have that with the year down below. What else have I got here? Oh, I do have a flower. There's some flowers. And some leaves. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I want to put the title in first. I think once I get the title in there, I'm going to have more of an idea of like how I want to embellish. I may do the title over the top and write 2023 in here. Your title can cover the difference in the photo border. Yeah, exactly. So I could put my title in down through here. I could probably put the Europe there, and bring these photos down a little bit, and put Europe along here, and then maybe 2024 in there, and maybe some gorgeous embellishments just on there. But I will, I'll finish that off. As I said, I need to go and cut out the title to go on there, but I will post the finished look on my page, so you can actually see once I've got the title on there and see how it looks. I'm just looking. I'm trying to see. Your title. Thanks, Donna. It's about people who have been picked to go through a tremendous amount of difficult tasks to reach the top of a very high mountain in New Zealand. It's scary, exciting all along the way. Oh, sounds interesting. Yeah, sounds interesting. Um, so there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that today. I mean, this is my little pop on. So if you're watching the replay, please comment, let me know what you think. But as you can see, with photos, it looks so much better with some photos. Let me see if I can take that caption away. Can I take the caption away? I don't know whether I can. No, I don't know whether I can. Anyway, I was going to try and take Stamping with DonnaG away, but I can't. There are challenges, and the group vote one person off the track. Okay, so it's a little bit like Survivor type of thing. You love my layouts, Christine? Well, thank you. But as you can see, gorgeous look, and I'm so excited to be actually doing some layouts. With my daughter, traveling with my daughter. So I just thought it would be quite interesting for you to see. Oh, the crafty cat is in the house. The crafty cat, Theo, has just smooched my legs. So he's decided that you're in here crafting. I better get in here and have a look. So he's about to jump up on his crafty chair. So I actually was talking to my friend Lucy this morning, and she was saying to me, everyone loves it when Theo comes in. And I went, yeah, I know. They say hello, Donna and Theo. I said, and half the time, Theo's not even here. But he has just entered the house. Let me see if you can see him. He's just entered the house. There he is. He's down there. He's thinking about jumping up onto his chair. Sheila's saying, hi, Theo. He's thinking about jumping up. um, Yeah, you're a bit late, Theo. Exactly. But he's thinking about getting up on his chair. He'll probably go there in a minute. Oh, he's decided to give himself a bath. Getting cold outside. And he's funny, like I would think that he would, oh, there he goes. He's up on his chair. He's up on his chair now. There you go. I would think that he would really like to get under the covers and stuff of a nighttime, but he still stays out. I just think he still stays at the foot of the bed on top of the, he has a nice mink blanket that he sleeps on, but yeah, he still stays on top of the bed. Like he doesn't seem to get in under the covers, where if it was me, I'd be getting in under the covers. Uh, yeah, exactly, Sheila. It could be hi, Theo and Donna. Like I rate second best, but yeah. Yeah, so thank you for hanging out with me this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed that second page of the layout. Now, as I said, if you're interested in joining my scrapbook workshops every month, I will be holding a scrapbook workshop every month. This month I'm using the frames and flowers. This layout is one of the 2-page layouts. So every month you're going to get 3 double-page layout templates to be able to create from, and I will be creating along with you. So I will actually be creating and showing what the page layouts are like. When you actually join my scrapbook workshops, you will get the whole pack of the specialty paper that I choose. You will also get a roll of, I'm using the Silver Edge sheer ribbon for this one. You will get a pack of the 12 by 12 cardstock, so in the subtles, because subtles is what went with this paper. And you will also get a 12 by 12 pack of white as well. So you will be able to do many more layouts with supplies that you've got left over. So depending on what designer series paper, and I do know that the next month I'm going to be using the Unbounded Beauty. Is that what it's called? Unbounded Beauty. I will be using that paper because we have some gorgeous embellishments that go with that as well. So I will be actually probably creating with that next month as well. So if you're interested, it is open all of June. I will not be sending the kits out. Sorry, it'll be open until the 10th of June to register. I won't be sending the kits out until about the 25th of June. So I order everything on the 10th of June and get it in. So if you're thinking that you want to be a part of this one, you need to register by the 10th of June. And I mean, it's the 4th of June now. So you've got 6 more days to be able to get in for my, Unbounded Love. There you go, Lynn. Thank you. So you've got 10 more days to get into the frames and flowers scrapbook workshop for the month of June. So thank you everyone for hanging out with me, and I will see you all again tomorrow morning at 8:30. Remember, Thursday morning, no live video because I've got to go and get the stitches out of my forehead on Thursday morning. So I'm hiding it very well with my hair. It's handy to have hair and fringes that can hang down over. Depending on what it looks like when he takes his patch off is whether I'm going to have a permanent fringe or not. I'm just kidding. I'm hoping that you won't even notice what he's done. So thank you everyone, and have a lovely night, and I will see you all again tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning for a live crafty session on Wednesday.